use for demonstrations. I got a MICMEG handy that makes it. Back in the early days with the IMRS, we got the MICMEG handy. We would do demonstrations, and we could, put it like 3 feet above someone and show that the magnetic field was still there very measurably, right?
Yeah.
So if it was the inverse square law, you wouldn't hear anything, which of course it's not the inverse square law, but I'm just saying if it was, you wouldn't hear anything. So that's in fact, Justin at Extreme Health Radio, when I was on his podcast, he had this expert on his podcast, and then I called him and listened to it. I'm like, and then we did another podcast, and then we went through the inverse square flaw, and I sent him an IMRS mat. I mean, because he had done a lot to help me promote at the time, and he had a tri-field meter. He put his wife Kate on it, and he got his tri-field meter, and I told him put it like 3 feet up. He's like, Bryant, you're right. The needle's still bobbing even 3 feet up. And he's like, why is Dr. Pollack saying this? Or I'm sorry, I said his name. I didn't mean to say his name, but that's what he said. That's what he told me. He's like, why is he saying this stuff? And I'm like, well, you got to ask him, because he's been pointed this out. Even Robert Dennis told me he pointed it out to him, and he just won't. He's too stubborn. He won't change. And this is doing the whole industry a disservice, because he's one of the leading spokespeople for PMF, and he's just giving out bad information. It's just bad information. I mean, it's not even an opinion. I don't have a problem with someone like having a healthy debate over a topic where there's two legitimate sides to the debate, but it's the Biot-Savart law is the equation. You can't just say, you can't use the inverse square law when that's not the right equation. That's just wrong. That's not an opinion. That's not a wrong opinion. That's just a wrong, it's just flat out wrong. And again, I've done the tests. And again, when I did the calculations of the Biot-Savart law and I got such a close match to my quantum effect probe, I was like, I got goosebumps. I'm like, holy cow, math works. These laws of physics, you can measure, you can actually do an experiment and confirm these laws of physics. It really is the Biot-Savart. I mean, of course I knew it was, but it's like to really see it with your own measurements, it's like, wow. It's like you feel like you're making a discovery, right?
Yeah.
And with the inverse square law being like so ridiculously off of what I was actually measuring, which is the most accurate way to measure a magnetic field with this quantum effect probe, it's like, it just proves that it's what he's saying is wrong. He's not wrong by a little. He's wrong by up to 10,000% with large coils.
Yeah. No, it's interesting.
That's 100 times. That's a huge error. I mean, imagine trying to publish a paper with 100% error. I mean, a 10,000% error. I mean, a 5%. Typically, they give you a plus or minus 5%.
Yeah.
Is the standard for studies, right? You want to be within that p-value of under 0.05, which is 5%. But so I don't get it, And again, his book, along with my book, our two books are the two best-selling PMF books, and people are buying it and they're just getting bad science. Now he's got a lot of good information in the book, outside of his recommendations. Like the first half of the book is pretty good.
For those guys that want to take a deeper dive into this, you mentioned your book. It was next point really. So that's the PEMF, the Fifth Element of Health. If somebody wants to get this, where can they obtain that book? Yeah,
just on Amazon. I mean, just type in my name, Bryant Meyers, or just PMF, the Fifth Element of Health. If you search books for PMF, my book comes up the first book. It's either mine or Dr. Pollack's are the top two sellers.